Weather procedures. Please have a plan for your child to get home if recreation is forced to close due to weather conditions. Recreation will close immediately if thunder is heard or lightning is seen. We will stay open if it is just raining, but we automatically close if thunder or lightning is in the area. If it's just raining, again, we will stay open, but we are limited into what the kids are able to do. So for example, if it's raining, we will typically blow our whistles and ask the kids to help clean up so that basketballs don't get ruined or any other equipment. But they usually what all the kids do is they kind of just run around in the field anyway and get wet. But a majority just sit under the pavilion and talk or any games that they brought or whatever. We will have board games, card games, and things like that available, but for the most part, all of our equipment is put away. In accordance with the New York State Public High School Athletic Association guidelines, recreation may close if the heat index is over 96 degrees. Depending on what app you use, it'll either say the feels like temperature or the real feel temperature. I use the AccuWeather app, so it says the feels like temperature. But if that is over 96 degrees, recreation is subject to close. The idea behind that was that this is what high school sports teams follow. So if it was unsafe for a high school sports team to practice or have a game when the temperature is that high, we felt like it was the same. It should apply the same for elementary and middle school kids, and that it's just too hot for them to be doing things outside. Now, there is an exception to this rule. If the temperature is that high, we do have water resources that we can use. So, for example, if it's that high, but we have a lot of kids who are, for example, at Hamilton, and they're using the sprinkler, a lot of kids are playing in the water sprinkler, then we'll keep the park open. Okay, or if it's at Washburn and we're doing a slip and slide down the hill and a lot of the kids are doing that, then we'll keep the park open. There have been times where we have that stuff going and just no kid really feels like getting wet at that time. So we have made the decision to close the park. Church Street construction. Construction on Church Street may impact recreation at times. It is very important that families register for any construction-related messages. So throughout this summer, there is going to be a lot of construction that the Caledonia DPW will be doing on Church Street. So again, it is going to be very important that everybody registers for the Remind app. On the next slide, I will give you the instructions for how to do that. But it's very important for safety that we are all on the same page as far as which gate to go through or when not to pick up a kid or anything based on whatever the DPW is doing that day. So here is the communication. First, I, as the recreation director, will be on site every day, and I'm able to address any questions or concerns that you might have. There's also my email listed here. It is calrec14423@gmail.com. So any questions or concerns that you might have regarding something that might be planned or something that maybe your child wishes that we would do or anything, the best way to get an answer out of that is to simply come to the park and have that conversation with me. I can't fix anything that I don't know is a concern or that we have questions over. So I strongly encourage you to come to the park and just have that conversation with me. If you're unable to, again, my email is listed right there. I have my phone on me at all times, so I will get that email, and for the most part, we'll be able to answer you right away. The Remind app, like I mentioned on that last slide, again, the Remind app is just a way for me to be able to send you a text alerting you of anything that might be coming up. All you have to do is just bring up a blank text message. The phone number that you're going to type in is 81010. Then you're going to type the message at CalRec22 and then send that message. You'll then get a text back asking to register yourself either as a parent or if you're having your child do it as a student. So you click either parent or student, and then whenever I send a message through this app, it'll go automatically to your phone. There is also the option to have those messages, instead of come in as text, that they come in as emails. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. On Facebook, it's just simply Caledonia Recreation, and on Instagram, it's Caledonia_Recreation. For the most part, I don't really do like reminder things on there. That's more where I post pictures of what we did that day, or if we had like a special event that we were at. So it's more for that kind of stuff, more so than daily information.